Okay, so please go and look at part one of this so that we can all be on the same page. I'm probably going to get off topic again, but bear with me. All right, so a recap of the previous video. We were getting to the point of addressing the fact that we all go through harsh situations, some that will leave us emotionally and mentally scarred, and some where we need to go and get professional help, right? And some of us do. And um, I encourage that for everybody. Like if you're struggling with some or certain things, for me, the best thing that helped me was therapy, right? I'm like a very big believer on therapy. However, I also learned about the fact that we ourselves are all powerful, right? And with the right help, with the right support, we can overcome anything that is thrown our way. And we are able to forgive anyone and anything of anything that has been done to us. And when I say anything, I really mean that. Okay, we can forgive anyone of anything. The reason being, one, we're not even from here. Okay? We're not even from here. We're having an earthly experience. And in this earthly realm, there's a lot of distractions that are just put in front of us. And we forget to go ahead and look within and heal because that's not our priority. That's not what we're taught. That's not what we seem to find pleasure in because we usually like instant gratification. At least I know I did, right? Specifically, like let's say with meditation, right? Meditation, it takes a long time for it to work. Like it takes like a good 6 months for you to start seeing some results, like significant results, right? So when people would tell me about prayer and meditation, at the beginning I would be give up on it, and then I got in, like when I was in NA, I got into the hang of it and I started doing it and I was really good at it and it helped me a lot. And then now I have to meditate often. Like in order for me to be serene, I have to meditate often. When I say often, I mean like 4 times a day, like that. Like I have to meditate and pray. Like because I understood that our words have power, right? So when I read the scriptures, the prayer, the warfare scriptures, I understood my power there as well. So as things are being sent to me, I'm combating it with the word of the Most High God, with the spiritual warfare prayers. So although there are some books missing in the Bible, um, you know how when I say take the bones out of the meat or the meat and bones, like I believe in the Psalms a lot, especially the warfare ones. So that has really helped me a lot. And if anybody wants to, like, is going through a situation where they're being gang stalked and their secret societies type of things are happening and you don't know what to do, and everybody's turning on you and all that good stuff, you can email me. I could give you suggestions on what to do when it comes to prayer and meditation and how to raise your body. Because literally, all we have to do in this case is, first of all, if you're being attacked or targeted by these people, it's usually because you're chosen and they just don't want you to be in your purpose. And so all you have to do is get in your purpose, no matter what that is. Get off fear. And even if you're not sure what that is, it usually has to do with what they're attacking, right? So let's say if they're attacking your voice, or they attacked your voice all your life, then that means that you're probably going to be a speaker and you need to speak, right? Like that. So, just suggestions. I could also give you information of other people that I follow that have gone through the same thing, that have more experience than I have, and they could probably be more help to you than I can. But just so that you could get insight on some things, and also that you're not alone. This is the path that we chose. willingly. And so we're here. And so I got off track again. So we were speaking about healing, about choosing to heal no matter what has been done to us, because in order for us to manifest the reality that we want, we must heal, because the universe is mental. So if we have any attachments, if we have any fears, if we have any sense of lack of self-worth, just anything that is not benefiting the higher self, which is ultimately the most high God, somebody called that, then you can ascend and you won't have access to your spiritual gifts. Like, you have to be able to forgive it all. That's just how it works. You have to be able to forgive it all, and you have to be able to, with forgiving it all, not pass judgment. And again, we do that by identifying the spirits that are operating through these people and removing the spirit from the person. And literally, I look at them as children. Usually the enemy gets them when they're children. And so it's easier for me to forgive them like that, because I look at them as my children. And so I did a lot of cord cutting rituals with a lot of people in meditation, where I would just go into a meditative state and picture the person in front of me and say, I forgive you. We try our best. It didn't work out. I wish you the best. And I give them a hug. And then I turn my back and they turn their back and we go different ways. And so sometimes we have to do that multiple times, like over and over and over again, depending on how deep the connection was. And so I find myself doing that often. Now it's less because I have ascended towards another level in my healing journey. But at the beginning, I would constantly run into this closet and do cord cutting rituals and call upon God and my ancestors and my spirit team and ask them to help me forgive these people and to help me keep my heart pure, because our heart has to be as light as a feather. The reason for that is that when we finish our journey here in the earthly realms, there are many other realms that we're able to go to. And because this earthly realm is so fruitful in many different things, good and bad, many of the things that we experience here, we don't experience in other realms. And so we are not able to bring those traits with us into those realms because we might contaminate those other realms. So the rule is you have to heal. This is why it's so vital that we heal, because nobody speaks about this. This is not only about like right now. This is why we keep being stuck in the loop of reincarnation, because everything that we don't heal, everything that we pass judgment on, we reincarnate into exactly that. And we have those same experiences again and again and again until we leave it with peace, love, and light. That's why it's important not to pass judgment on people, places, and things. We are just to forgive and move on, because our hearts get weighted by the laws of Mayat. You know how she's holding the scale? Yeah, she puts our hearts there and weights it. And before we ascend, it has to be as light as a feather in order for us to ascend and actually be with our ancestors and go back to the Most High God. Okay, I'll be back later.